stop attacking Labour Party meetings in Southeast under pretense of looking for Fulani supporters. Ohanaeze warns Biafran agitators. So Ohanaeze Indigbo is trying to blame the Biafran agitators for disturbing the Labour Party meetings in the Southeast under the pretense of looking for Fulani supporters. So it means that there are some Igbo extractions that are supporting the Fulanis that the Ipob, the Biafran agitators are looking for. But could this be true? That the Biafran agitators are looking for Fulani supporters in the midst of Labour Party members? Or could it be true that what Indigbo is saying is correct? Or is it that Indigbo is looking for, or Ohanaeze Indigbo is trying to have a cheap blackmail on the Biafran agitators? We'll see as we move on. The Apex Igbo Sociocultural Organization, or Ohanaeze Indigbo Worldwide, has warned that the attack on the Labour Party members during their meetings under the pretense of scouting for Fulani supporters and gunmen should be stopped. Ohanaeze gave the warning in reaction to the Saturday attack on members of Labour Party in Nome Primary School in Nkano East local government area of Enugu State. The gunmen, suspected to be also political thugs, had accused the Labour Party members of bringing Fulani to Biafra land. Nome would be the third time gunmen masquerading as Biafra separatists would be targeting the meeting venues of Labour Party. Now, the first was in Aneri after officials of Enugu State government denied the party access to a hall. And then the second attack occurred in Ogo local government, and now the third took place in Nkano East local government area of the state. But reacting to the development, in a statement issued on Monday in Enugu, Ohanaeze directed all community leaders, local government chairmen, and leaders of various youth groups in all the communities in Igbo land to desist from such attacks. The statement, titled "Destruction of Labour Party Meetings," was signed by the National Publicity Secretary of Ohanaeze Indigbo, Dr. Alex Ogbonnaya. So it means that the Biafra agitators are going from place to place, especially in Enugu State, disturbing Labour Party meetings in the claim that they are bringing Fulani supporters into Igbo land. Could that be true? First of all, these people that are gunmen that are disturbing the Labour Party meetings, are they really Biafra agitators? Or are they disguised bandits and Fulani herdsmen also trying to create a kind of distraction, because all along history or records have shown that most of the gunmen activities in the Southeast are actually perpetrated by the Fulani herdsmen and the bandits that have been there all along, and they will be blaming the Biafran agitators, the Ipob and the ESN security operatives for those unknown government activities. But again, it's gradually being revealed that most of them are actually the headsmen that are inside the Igbo bush, are kidnapping and causing confusion. And none of them have actually been brought to book. So we really need to look inwards whether these gunmen, all right, that are parading themselves as looking for the people supporting Fulani in the Igbo land, whether they are actually Biafran agitators, whether they are actually bandits, or whether they are actually Fulani herdsmen trying to create distraction in Igbo land to disturb the Labour Party activities. So we really need to look inward. I think it is too soon and probably too early to conclude that these gunmen are actually Biafran agitators or not. Now I continue. Attention of Ohanaeze Indigbo has been drawn to the unprovoked attack and disruption of a Labour Party meeting on Saturday, September 25th, 2022 in Nome Nkanu East local government area of Enugu State. It is inconceivable that at a time eminent persons and groups from all over the world are embracing the Labour Party as the quintessence of equity, justice, hope, economic emancipation, social resurgimento, and interethnic unity in Nigeria, some disgruntled scoundrels are busy disrupting their meetings at the grassroots in the southeast. We hope that we are speaking to the hearts of many, that it sends a very wrong signal about the very core essence for which the Igbo are known. Ohanaeze warns that this should be the last time such incidents will be recorded in any part of Igbo land. It added, emphasis is made that the character of social structure in Igbo land imposes huge responsibilities on the traditional rulers, presidents general of town unions, the community vigilantes, and ultimately the chairman of the local governments as the chief security officers. In other words, all the security officers at each unit of Igbo administration are hereby requested to ensure that there will never be a repeat of such irresponsible, unwarranted, and shameful embarrassment to the Igbo. Ogbonnaya noted that Ohanaeze Indigbo, led by Ambassador George Obiozo, maintained that all political parties of all persuasions are free to market their manifestos and canvass for votes in all the country, but warned nothing in the widest imagination should compel the so-called unknown government or the vile partisans masquerading as political leaders to employ the use of thought to disrupt or attack political meetings in Igbo land. This is another dimension of it. So it is also possible that, from what I can see here, that even other political parties, even though that might amount to speculation, no proof, but that is not far from what has been happening in the country, employing thugs to go and disrupt the activities of other political parties in the state and in the country. They do that a lot. So this will not be the first time that opposition parties will employ the services of thugs to go and disrupt the gathering of other political parties. Because what has been going on in Nigeria has been politics of violence. Real politics of violence has been going on in the country. And that is actually not very good for all of us all. So this has to stop if it is true. But if it is not true, the group of people that are actually causing this disruption should be identified, targeted, and probably taken care of so they don't continue doing this going forward. So the Igbo apex body warned the renegades who have made themselves the willing tools to antagonize the Igbo spirit must realize the consequence that await them. On the other hand, if one must work for his party or a candidate of his choice, such narrow interests must never go the extra mile to jeopardize the general Igbo interest. And that is the right up there. So Ohanaeze Indigbo is warning, directly warning the Biafra agitators that they should stop disturbing the Labour Party political meetings in the southeast in the name of looking for Fulani supporters. But could that be true? We don't know. I think they need to do more grassroots work to be sure that what they're saying is true and to be sure they nip the situation on the board to prevent further repeat. Now, someone is saying here, who told Ohanaeze, he's called them Ohanaeze Indigbo, that the unknown gunmen are Biafran agitators? But the truth is that no amount of blackmailing will stop Biafran agitation and freedom. Yeah, so because everything happening in the East this time is attached to Biafran agitators' activities, Ipob activities, ESN activities, whether they're related or not. And that is why the government quickly tagged Ipob members as terrorists, but failing to tag Boko Haram and the bandits in the north, ISWAP, as terrorists. Tactically, they are supporting those people in the north, but in the east, they quickly tagged ESN and Ipob agitators as terrorists, and then fighting against them, and use that as a reason to ship almost all the military around the southeast into Imo State and all the boundary roads of eastern states to go there and be disturbing the peace of the community. That is not fair enough. That is not fair enough, and that has to stop. The quick tagging of a group because of their interest is not their interest to succeed is not enough to give them names, that actually does not portray whom they are or what they are. I know in every community there will definitely be disgruntled elements, but those elements will need to be properly identified and fished out and dealt with accordingly. But not that the group saying we want to stay on our own. Instead of you to listen to why they are saying they want to stay on their own, you tag them as terrorists, and then anything that happens around that community or around that environment, you link it to them directly. That actually is unfair. I must say that. So that is what Ohanaeze Indigbo is saying, and if it is true, it has to stop. If it is not true, that cheap blackmail also will have to stop. Thank you for listening, and put your comment below.